failedliberalideas.com. Mike in Claremont, Florida. Welcome, sir, to the EIB Network and Open Line Friday.
Well, thank you, Rush. A 25-year retired Air Force dittos to you. And I learn something from you every single day, and I appreciate it very much.
Thank you, sir, very much.
Listen, I just want to thank you for your courage in taking to task the Republican establishment. They don't have any idea how pissed we are. And I think that you're absolutely right. Their criticism is really embodied in the words of Dana Perino and Karl Rove. They're just too quick to criticize Mr. Cain without any evidence at all. And there is no benefit of the doubt given to him.
Well, there's what's going on, and it's commonplace during elections, Republican primaries, is jockeying for power. Dana and Carl, I'm sure, have their own candidate. I don't know who, but it's probably not Herman Cain. And so when they think a candidate steps in it, they are going to be right there and pointing it out as they try to advance their own candidate. That's what's going on. What frustrates me about this, and I think a lot of people, is that it's not recognized for what it is. It's a hit on all of us.
Right.
And but they don't. I think they think if they circle the wagons around Herman Cain, they're going to end up supporting Herman Cain's candidacy, which they obviously don't want to do. And that is the stumbling block for them. And I can't fault them for that. I mean, everybody has their own candidate. Everybody wants the candidate to win for a whole host of reasons. But it does illustrate, and you're very shrewd to spot it, it illustrates that there are some among us who just don't accept or realize or want to deal with the situation as you and I see it, which is that we are in a war.
Exactly.
With collectivists and parasites and Democrats and liberals to save our country.
Exactly.
And we know that at the end of the day, any one of these Republicans is far more preferable than what we have now. And that's the dividing line. That's the difference. I think some of the establishment types, a lot of this is a game. It's their life and it's their business, but it's a game. And it's the objective is to see who can win, which nothing wrong with that either. Politics is about winning elections. But they just see the whole world in a different way than we do. I don't think they really think the debt's that big a problem. They don't think that all this spending is that big a problem. Yeah, we need to get a handle on it, but they don't think it's that destructive. They don't think it's that defining. It's not altering the very fabric of the country like we think it is. I'm sure you agree with that.
Oh, absolutely I do. And I agree also with the babe that said that Herman Cain is a black man that knows his place. And he thinks that place is in the presidency of the United States.
He does.
He does.
He has no problem with it. One thing I said about Herman Cain, he may not be a skilled liar and he may not know how to run a cover-up, but he also does not retreat at the first sign of trouble. Herman Cain does not cave. Herman Cain believes that the United States of America should be number one. I can't fault him for that. I can't fault him for his motivations and his desires here. I think it's funny how many conservatives, there are a lot of people supporting Herman Cain. He's leading in the polls. Look at the number of conservative Republicans who think that Herman Cain's place is in the White House, compared to the number of so-called compassionate, colorblind, minority-supporting Democrats who don't want Herman Cain anywhere near it. And remember how they set it all up with Obama. Any criticism of Obama was racist. But they can criticize Herman Cain, and they can try to take him out. And there's no race involved. Don't accuse us of playing the race card. That's ours alone to do. Only we get to call racism in this politics and in this country. You, Limbaugh, and your ilk, you don't get to call racism. We are the ones who define it, and you're it, and we're not. They tell us that electing Barack Obama will go a long way toward dissolving the racial divide and showing that our country has moved forward at an ever faster clip than anyone ever dreamed. With Herman Cain, somehow none of that matters. None of that's relevant. Herman Cain is a threat. Herman Cain needs to be punished for daring to leave the plantation. Hell, he was never on it. And if they have to play the race card, they'll happily do so. If they have to run a phony scandal up the flagpole hoping that it sticks, they'll do that. They're in the midst of trying. A lot of conservative Republicans think that Herman Cain's place should be in the White House. And a lot of conservative Republicans thus like Herman Cain because he knows his place. For the left, Herman Cain knowing his place means he's to shut up, grovel, say he's sorry, and then go away.